Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we have an NBA Do You Agree? So basically, this is going to be a series of questions here, and we basically have to say, like, if we agree or disagree with this NBA statement. So we are going to jump right into this, my friends. The first one right here is Andre Drummond. Is he a top 10 center in the NBA? So if you ask me, man, he is currently leading the NBA in rebounds at roughly like 16, 17 rebounds a game. I feel like that right there has to be enough to put him in the top 10 contention. Now, of course, I don't have like a list of every single center in front of me, so I can't give you like my top 10 in order. But like, yeah, man, I definitely say Andre Drummond is a top 10 NBA center. I feel like he could be a lot better than what he really is. At times, his motor just really dwindles out, pisses me off as a Pistons fan and everything. But yeah, man, Andre Drummond, definitely a top 10 NBA center. Okay, next one we have. The Celtics will be the best team in the NBA. Okay, so I am going to disagree with this, but the reason I'm going to disagree with this is because of this, man. They might end up with the best NBA record, but a big part of that, we have to be honest, guys. Like, I know Celtic fans are going to hate me for this, but come on, man, the Eastern Conference is weaker than the Western Conference. It is a lot tougher to be a great team in the Western Conference than it is in the Eastern Conference. So, yes, they might have the best NBA record, but, man, until the Golden State Warriors get dethroned, y'all know I hate the Warriors, but until that team loses an NBA, in the playoffs, you gotta say they're the best NBA team, man. It's just plain and simple out there. The Celtics, I definitely say they are in the top 3 team, maybe even top 2, but number 1, I do have the Golden State Warriors, unfortunately. Like, I don't want to say that, it's just how it is for me, man. Alright, here we go. The Magic are the most forgettable team in the NBA. Man, see, I'm sorry, Sacramento King fans. I'm sorry. I always be roasting you in these type of videos, man. But like when I think of like an NBA team, or like ones that I don't think of, for me, man, it's the Sacramento Kings. I just don't really pay much attention to them. I'm sorry, man. I hope y'all prove me wrong. I hope one day, Sacramento King, he tags me in this video 10 years down the road when you guys are an NBA down and says, bitch ass Crispy, our team is for real, man. Please remember the name. So yeah, for me, it's the Sacramento Kings. All right. Anthony Davis will be an MVP. Will be an MVP. Okay, so he's definitely not gonna win it this season. Honestly, guys, I don't think we're ever gonna see Anthony Davis win an MVP. The reason I say this is because like the NBA game is just so different these days, where it's so much more like guard oriented, or even being like a forward, like a small forward, like a LeBron James or a Giannis. I feel like popularity wise, like Anthony Davis is already at his peak. Like we all know, like we all love Anthony Davis. But he's not like our favorite NBA player. He's not really a guy that we extremely follow. I do think he's taken for granted a lot of times, just because like the numbers he puts up is like. But no, man, I really don't see Anthony Davis ever winning MVP, especially in the era, where a guy like Kobe Bryant only has like, I think Kobe only has 1 MVP, right? So I don't know, man. I feel like it's a very tough award to win, and a lot of it does come down to like popularity, and I just don't think he's like one of the most popular NBA players. So I don't see it happening. Rodney Hood will be the most improved player. I definitely can see this happening. So, actually, what's happening with Rodney Hood right now is he was starting at small forward during the NBA season. Issue is though he was not really putting up good numbers. They kind of put a lot of pressure on this man to be like a 20-point per game scorer, kind of replace what Gordon Hayward did out there for the Utah Jazz before he went to the Celtics and everything. But honestly, like now he's coming off the bench as a 6th man, so we might actually see him be not only the 6th man of the year, but also the most improved player, because he's still putting out, like now he is putting up the scoring numbers. So, yeah, I can definitely see that happening. All right, Lonzo Ball is the most inconsistent player of all time. No, it's been like 16 or 17 NBA games. Let's give this man some time. All right, the Thunder should move back to Seattle. So, guys, I actually just posted something on Twitter. It was a picture of a man dipping a Pop-Tart in ranch dressing, okay? And the caption of it said, "You ain't from OKC if you don't dip your Pop-Tarts in ranch." Just for that reason alone, the Thunder should move that back to Seattle, man. Just get out of there. Just get out of OKC. Draymond Green is the most overrated player in the league. No, man. No way at all, okay? Draymond Green is what makes the Golden State Warriors work. He actually fits his role very nicely. So he is totally rated where he should be for what he provides the Golden State Warriors. Definitely don't disagree with that. All right, Lauri Markkanen has a chance at Rookie of the Year. First and foremost, guys, he is playing fantastic basketball, okay? Like, his three-point shooting, he actually has, like, the most threes through, like, 16 games or something like that at the making of this video. More than like any NBA player in NBA history, like for his age and everything like that. So, thing about him though is that he's doing it kind of low key. Like, yes, we recognize it, But come on, man, it's going to come down to Ben Simmons or Lonzo Ball, you know, or even like a Kyle Kuzma, somebody like that. Is that saying he doesn't deserve it? I'm not going to say that. I just think like a lot of these awards, it comes down to popularity, who gets the most coverage, and right now that's definitely like a Ben Simmons or a Lonzo Ball. I'm leaning probably towards Ben Simmons at this point, though. All right, Karl-Anthony Towns will win a ring with the Timberwolves. He is 20. Totally could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I think he definitely could, though. Okay, the Warriors will win the finals for the next 3 years straight. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, yes, that totally could happen. It would definitely suck for the sport. But I think somebody's got to dethrone him eventually. Like, especially what it's going to come down to is I think Klay Thompson, like his contract is coming up, so he might actually, you know, go to a different team because the Warriors might not actually be able to like financially pay the man, you know, to keep him around. So in that case, you know, that already makes them weaker like that. So I don't know, man. 3 years, 3 seasons is definitely a long time, so I'm not going to put that label on him as the next 3 champions. Kobe Bryant should have never won a dunk contest. I don't have the footage in front of me. I don't know who he even dunked against. So, I don't know, man. I have no opinion on that. John Wall is the fastest player. Now, we might want to say this. John Wall is the fastest player with basketball. I'm sure there's an NBA player out there, some dude chilling on the bench, that was like, you know, like a 5-star track athlete or something like that in college that could probably beat him like in a foot race. But with the basketball, yes, we're going to say John Wall. Unless you guys got somebody else, let me know in the comment section below. Jokic will be the greatest Nuggets player of all time. So I see over here we got like Alex English. Mutombo, was he good on the Denver Nuggets? I don't remember that all that much. Of course, Carmelo was on that team. Jokic, I think he has potential to be the greatest. But whether he does or not, well, I mean, come on, man. That's a lot of basketball to be played for him, right? De'Aaron Fox was the fastest player in the NBA draft class. I'm sure there's stats, you know, at like the combine that prove that. I don't know. Maybe. Stephen Curry will be a top 3-point guard of all time by the end of his career. Ooh, that's a tough one, guys. He'll definitely be the best shooting point guard of all time. But I mean, like, who's even like top 3-point guards right now? I'm not even gonna try to say that because I'm totally gonna miss somebody and get roasted in the comments. Obviously, Magic Johnson. You know, you got your Oscar Robinson, your John Stockton, who was, you know, assist-wise was great. Yeah, man, there's so many great point guards. So Isaiah Thomas, Jerry West. So he'll be up there, but I don't think he'll be top 3. But of course, shooting-wise, he'll be the greatest. Jaylen Brown will be an all-star at some point in his career, especially in the Eastern Conference. Yes, totally, man. He's having a great NBA season. Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps will be the greatest Knick ever. Ooh. Yo, I think he definitely could do it. I think he definitely could. 7'3", being able to shoot, like the numbers he's already putting up right now. Because I know a lot of people compare him to like Dirk Nowitzki, obviously, because he's like, you know, a 7-foot-plus shooting guy, you know, European and everything like that. So he's already putting up better numbers at this point of his career than Dirk was, and we already know how great Dirk is. So yeah, man, I could definitely see that happening. It's definitely not going to be Melo, right? Jamal Crawford is a top 5 ankle breaker of all time. Yes, man, like this dude freaking be snapping ankles. Like he got some freaking killer moves out there. Yeah, I'm going to say that right off the bat. Bradley Beal will put up 25+ points per game this season. I see him more as like maybe like when it's all said and done around like 21 to 23 point per game season. I'm going to say that. Yes, he could do 25, but you know, Otto Porter, of course, he requires the basketball to shoot. Markieff Morris, once he's like not injured or anything like that. Although he might be healthy by now, but like once it seems like fully not injured or anything like that, those guys are obviously going to take more shots. I think still got John Wall, so it definitely could happen, but I don't think it's going to. JJ Redick is a top 10 3-point shooter. So is this like all time or just in the NBA right now? Because in the NBA right now, yes, I'll definitely say JJ Redick is all time. Oh no, he's not. All right, well, let's do these last 3 here. Stephen Curry is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yes, too easy. Tony Parker will be a Hall of Famer. Yes, man. Dynasty, San Antonio Spurs, of course. Ben Simmons will win Rookie of the Year. That is my pick. All right, those are quick. Let's do 3 more. These are kind of addicting. Giannis and the Bucks will win the finals in the next 10 years. Oh, yeah, man, totally. I can see that happening. 10 years is a freaking long time, man. And at that point, you know, even like 10 years from now, LeBron James is going to be retired out of the NBA. Who knows what it's going to look like? Who knows how good Jabari Parker will be with that team still? I could totally... Thon Maker, he's still very young. Rudy Gobert will win Defensive Player of the Year. I really don't know who else is like yet. I mean, that's a pick for it. David Stern is the worst NBA commissioner. I don't know who the commissioner was before David Stern, so I can't really compare that. Yo, let me check this Lonzo Ball one out. By the end of his career, Lonzo Ball would be a Hall of Famer. He's either going to be a Hall of Famer or he's going to be a straight-up bust. So, I think, man, well, I don't know. I guess he could be like an in-between player. I hope it works out for him. I know there's a lot of Lonzo Ball haters, but I hope he makes it work. Ray Allen is an overrated shooter. No. Last one, guys. Last one. Okay, if DeMar DeRozan works on his three-pointer, he can be the best player in Raptors history. So I know people are saying, like, over here in the comments, like, Vince Carter. I know Chris Bosh was a great player on that team. But yeah, man, like, the Raptors don't have, like, a great, amazing, like, history of having, like, you know, these great all-star, superstar players. Like, yeah, they had Tracy McGrady when he was younger. Vince Carter, Chris Bosh, players like that. But it's like, yeah, man, I could totally see it happening if he could add the three ball to his game as a guard in the NBA. Plain simple, to be like a superstar, you need to be able to shoot it. So I think he can definitely add that to his game. But at the same time, man, at this point in his career, he kind of just is who he is, right? So he might not ever actually be able to add that. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Had a ton of fun doing it. Love doing these. If you guys have some more of these you want me to do, let me know in the comment section below. And peace out, my friends.